So it is bright and early Friday morning. I would actually consider myself rested this morning. Even though I watched 2 movies before going to bed last night. But yeah, I'm just waiting for Lydia to come pick me up, and then we can go to school on this beautiful, beautiful early day. Oh, there she is. Morning.
So, back home already from school. It is such a quick day on Friday. It just happened so fast. It's crazy. It's just like 1 second you're there and then you're not. But yeah, we have to wake up so early on Fridays. But I love the fact that I have a whole day to do stuff now. I can watch a movie like we're gonna do right now. I have never seen Jaws before in my life. And this is what we're gonna watch. Because we have time to watch a movie, and then I have time to do homework, and then we have time to play video games, and time to just like do anything we want. There's so much time available to us. Because Friday is such a short day. I love it. I love it. I absolutely adore it. And because we're forced to get up, we're up to enjoy the day. Because if Friday was like an off day, we didn't have to go to school, Sean probably wouldn't wake up until later. So yeah, with all this time, we're going to watch Jaws. Sean, when was Jaws made? 70s. I'm so excited. Is it scary?
No.
It's really interesting. Because this like movie is like really epic in the fact of history stuff, right? I don't know. It's supposed to be amazing. I expect good things from this movie. And then we could watch all the other Jaws. How many Jaws movies are there?
There's 4 Jaws movies.
4?
But the first one's really the only good one. The second one's okay.
No, which one has Michael Caine in it?
The 4th one.
That means the 4th one's the best one.
Yeah.
But yeah.
I really like Jaws. I wouldn't necessarily call it scary. However,
At the time it was scary.
At the time it was very scary and very unique.
Yeah, that's what I was saying about history stuff.
But another thing that I would really say about that movie is that I attest my fear of water to that movie.
Ah.
So it's I guess you could call it scary. It's not like a horror movie like when you're like, oh, and blah blah blah, but it's like it has a lasting impact.
That's good for movies,
like,
though.
I don't know if it will necessarily have that impact on you watching it now, but me as like a 7-year-old kid watching it, yeah. I don't like water so much.
So we finished Jaws, and I loved it. It was a really, really, really good movie. Okay, there is 2 points that I need to address that I didn't like about it. They murdered a dog, and there was abuse of dogs because the dog was on the boat, one of the boats that were just trying to catch a shark, and it didn't look like it could stay there, and it was dangerous, and they're very mean to dogs, and that was the worst part. But the movie itself was really good. I really enjoyed it. Like, it doesn't look dated. Like, it doesn't have that feel of like old movies that are just like, ugh, you can tell and you just instantly don't like them. It was really well made. It was really good. I really enjoyed it. Sean is happy that I enjoyed it.
Oh yeah.
Because he really likes Jaws.
Well, it's one of those classic movies. I say that about a lot of movies, but it's just kind of one of those movies that I feel like everyone can agree. Not everyone might like the movie.
Yeah.
But I feel like everyone can kind of agree on the fact that it's a well-made movie.
Yeah.
It's a really good movie. But I'm sure lots of people that are into movies will, like, they gotta at least put Jaws in, not necessarily their top 10 movies, but top lists, you know?
Yeah.
It's just kind of one of those movies that universally people just, like, enjoy it for the most part. Kind of
It's really good.
Like Shawshank Redemption, or like Saving Private Ryan, like stuff like that. Like, it might not be your cup of tea necessarily, but it's a dang good movie.
Yeah.
So, yeah, and like, you know, for the most part, 3 actors,
Yep.
all really well developed. What I like about it, and what you like about it too, is the fact that the guy that wrote the book, Peter Benchley, also co-wrote the screenplay.
Which means, like,
Yeah.
it was true to form.
For the most part, yeah, it's pretty much like the book. There is stuff that they changed a little bit, but stuff that I'm glad that they changed, because I feel like it would have taken away from the suspense of the movie. It worked in the book, it works, but as a movie, the stuff that they took out, if it had been in, then it wouldn't have been as good.
As for the results of the movie, I am not scared to go in water. It didn't frighten me that way. I think it helps that I'm a lot older and I know more about sharks than Sean did when he was a kid and he watched it and got scared of water. But yeah, really good movie. Not scary, but like, I don't know, it's a really great story that you get told. And like, I doubt there are many people out there that haven't watched it. Because apparently this is a movie that everybody sees. But you should watch it.
Hey, Bookface.
I am a textbook.
Facebook is the thing. How's it going, Zuckerberg?
No. Look at it. It's so beautiful. I finally have it
It's just
in
a
my
textbook.
possession. You do not understand the struggle I have gone through to get this textbook. So, I have a stats class.
Mm-hmm.
I need a textbook. I was told, like, in the first class, like, oh, it doesn't matter what edition it is. It's, like, for you, and to do homework, the textbook will have the answers, and it's for you studying and all that stuff.
Yeah.
And then, I was told, we'll be handing in some homework that will be marked, and it has to be the questions from this book.
Mm-hmm. Specifically from that one.
Because the questions change every edition. Some of them could be the same, but the chances of that happening are slim.
And it might change up the numbering too.
Yeah, that's the other thing. It could be the same question with different numbers. And if I don't answer the questions in this book, I would get it wrong.
Yeah.
So this book is $150 without any taxes on it yet.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
In the bookstore. That's because it comes with all these online stuff, which I don't need in my class. So I wanted to buy it used. And there was a bunch posted on Kijiji. Oh, but it is so hard to buy something from people these days.
People kept giving you the runaround?
Yeah. A bunch of people have ads up for it. And they've already sold it. It's like, take your ad down.
Yeah.
Don't keep it up. A lot of people don't respond to emails, so I assume they've sold it as well. But I don't know.
Who knows, yeah.
Or they're like waiting for offers. And I was about to buy it from someone, but they're like, no, sorry, somebody's going to buy it off me tomorrow.
Yeah.
So...
Yeah, we were like, oh, I'll buy it in 2 days. And they're like, oh, I already got someone who can get it tomorrow, so screw you.
But yeah, we had a conversation, and like they were like, yeah, I'll sell it to you, blah, 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 blah.
Yeah.
And then they sent me an email, sorry, I have somebody purchasing it tomorrow. Rude much.
It dems the brakes. But yeah, I understand. Follow the queue. Follow the queue.
Yeah. And then I had another hopeful conversation that seemed like everything was going great. They were selling it for $50, so I was really excited because hello savings, and totally they were okay to wait a few days for me to be able to go pick it up. Then they ended up driving down here. They live in Scarborough, and I was willing to drive to Scarborough, but they were like, oh, we'll meet halfway in Ajax.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, perfect. But then they didn't know any Ajax landmarks. And I don't really know Ajax landmarks either.
Yeah.
And they chose to meet at a gas station. I was like, okay. Okay.
Yeah.
And we went, and we waited for 40 minutes, and they never showed up.
Yeah.
So I felt it was just
Yeah, and we emailed them afterwards and haven't gotten a response at all of like why they didn't show up and stuff. So that kind of sucked.
They lost a sale.
But because that one fell through.
Yep, there was another one, and their Kijiji ad didn't have a lot of visits. I assume because it was a higher price, it was $90. But it's still savings, and I was like willing to pay the $90.
Yeah.
I got Sean to call them because they wanted.
Yeah, they had their phone number listed, and they're like,
instead of
call me, and then we'll figure something out.
Yeah.
And I bartered, not much. I was able to drop $10 off the price.
I wanted it to be 80. Like.
No, I got you 80.
Yeah. Yeah. And then we went and got it today. So I have homework that's due Tuesday.
Yeah.
That's for marks. So I needed to get this textbook. So I was like starting to freak out when the other person like bailed on me.
Yeah.
But I'm glad that nobody bought the textbook off of them. It is perfect.
We finally got her statistics book.
Sean actually also uses this book for his stats class, but
Maybe.
he doesn't really need a textbook.
Yeah,
So.
where you 100% do need it.
I 100% do need it. And now I have to 100% do homework, which I don't want to do. I just want to go to bed. I'm tired. I've had a stressful textbook day.
Alright, time to go to sleep. Alright, guys. Lydia's gone to bed. Arthur and I just went on our stroll. Now it's time for me to go to bed as well. And Arthur. We all gotta go to sleep. But luckily it's the weekend, so don't have to get up super, super early. That's good. That's very good. Alright. Good night. Arthur, you can go to bed. Go on. It's okay. Go to bed. What a good little doggy.